Each Red Bull cliff diving event features 8 permanent and 4 wildcard divers per gender. Across an event, athletes perform 4 dives, a required, an intermediate dive, and 2 optional dives. These dives vary in difficulty. A panel of 5 judges scores every dive from 0 to 10. The highest and the lowest scores are eliminated, and the remaining 3 are added together. That total is then multiplied by the degree of difficulty to create the dive score. The higher the degree of difficulty, the harder the dive. All 4 dive scores combine for the athlete's final event result. At each stop, series points are rewarded with a bonus point for the best dive of the competition. And at the end of the season, the athlete with the highest total ranking points is crowned Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series champion, lifting the King Kahikili Trophy.
Of this women's competition, I had the honor of opening it up here at the beautiful Copenhagen Opera House for the 2026 Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. And its first stop after Indonesia and after the United States of America here in Denmark. On a scale, let's say from 1 to 75, how excited are you guys? Say 75.5 very correct answer, I would say. Yeah. Well, because today is a very incredible morning. Today is literally thousands coming out for this first round. Dear spectators, are you excited as well? Even our sports director, the was absolutely crazy, which is understandable as we are approaching round 1. 46 minutes past 2. This means we are waiting 2 more minutes until set things off here. Beautiful Copenhagen.
More beautiful to go over that. It's fine. Everything is good, okay?
Thank you. We will go like this.
Alright, 30 seconds time to go. You reached it already. That's your challenge starting in the Ukraine. Then first, followed by the fourth, United States of America. Polishing up there, Spain on the 4th starting position on Carlson. Followed by Lily Carpenter, Stella Forsett, the Australian lady, followed by Simone Wheaton on the 8th. Annika Margaret, that's where Mats Rune nervous. On 9, Team from Copenhagen, then it's Xavier Pelisi on the 11th, really flag. And last but not least, it is US of A with the winner of 3 weekends ago, Katie Arnett. And it is good time, Mats. Here, spectators, ladies and gentlemen, in the capital of Denmark, in picture-perfect conditions, it's time to welcome bid number 1 of the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series 2026. Let's hear it. Give a big round of applause to Rhiannan Iffland. Let's go. What kind of will Melody perform?
Melody will sing a one song in a tight position. That's been at the hip Ellie?
But maybe also shadow judge a little bit. So
Once more, you have to wait for me.
И еще и протянула дальше. Я же тебе показал, держи до конца.
That's right. All right, I think the next lady is more or less ready to go up there, representing Stars and Stripes, the United States of America, with another podium finish in Florida. Just a week ago. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to get wild for Lisa Faulkner! Mom is here, the whole team brought the full crew over across the Atlantic Ocean to Copenhagen. Awesome to hear new Faulkners. And I guess after hearing the guy from you, Matt, ready to go?
On Lisa, we'll be seeing a double inward somersault with a half twist in the pike position.
And here comes the back.
Go, Lisa. Let's go! Thank you. Well,
That was your tightness going in.
Yeah.
It was just a little fast, and then just need a little more fly because it was fast.
yeah, I was feeling
Yeah, when you were tight, you just needed to wait a little bit more before you know. But I like the aggressiveness. Keep up the aggressiveness. It'll be there.
We are focusing on cliff diving, namely, cliff diving and the next one is one to watch. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Molly Council! From Molly will receive a double reverse somersault in the tuck position. Let's go, Molly. And there comes the ship bell.
Bit closer. Yeah. And in. Perfect. Splash. Let's see. That dive is so scary. Thank you, guys. I'm so scared to go over on that.
Still wasn't that short, but it was like.
Yeah, you know what? Period. We will take it. I'm so scared that time this season. Like, I got really lost in the ups. And looking down and looking at the sky. I'm like, I'm dead. So now every time I'm alive, I'm
Next
like,
one, up there.
We're down.
That's the difference between those two fights. And in this
Always fluffy. I always do that in a comp. I'm like always fluffy.
You touch the bottom.
I do touch the bottom. That's really. It's like it takes forever to get down, but I'm like I'm deep, and that was heavy.
Scores from Philly. You got 5, 5, 5.5, 4.5, and 4.5. We saw the splash of the entry and maybe the tuck position was not as tight as the judges wanted.
first round, as you said, fixed degree of difficulty, not the end of the world, and obviously 3 more rounds to make up some ground. The next one up there is not just one of the 3 ladies with one of the longest travel to Copenhagen, all the way from down under, but she's also one of the youngest, and therefore she needs a huge hand from all of you. Let's hear it for Stella Thorsten! Stella was shooting a familiar line like we just saw from Holmen, one reverse flip in the pike position. Super strong appearance this year in Bad Ready, so second appearance for her this year.
I'd say 8 years since 75. 75 years.
Yeah, it's a little more like aggressive. But you did say tight.
It started with I remember reading about that. Totally lost. It was called Ready.
Yes, for Stella, we get a 6.5, 7, 6.5, 7, and 6.5.
That brings to the next one, representing Canada as well, ladies and gentlemen. Second one up, Molly Castle. Let's put your hands together for Simone Iffland!
One reverse somersault with that line.
Cherry shoes are flying down. She will follow shortly. Here we go with Simone Iffland. It's time to take your pills. Calm down, because the next kickoff is
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Denmark. This is the one and only. This is our voice. There you go. Hamlet, talking about Hamlet. Thank you very much. All right. That's a lie. I've seen you do this live many times. To start off with one of the most familiar lines. We're going to be seeing a double English somersault with a half twist. The same dive we saw from Lisa a couple of times ago. And this is one of the ones she knows very well. So to start with this, it's always a bit easy. All right. Let's go. Turn her back towards the king and on the opposite side. Spinning towards the opera house. Here we go. Front push. Good to see you at the Opera House of Canada. We want to start into a long weekend of cliff diving in there. And we're going to score we have 5, 4.5, 4.5, 4.5, and 4.5 from anchor. And we are moving on to the next one. It's just a short hop over to the Netherlands. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the flying Dutchman, Team
Yeah, and you might see it.
those nerves, man. What happened on the bottom? Clean. Really? Oh my God. Yeah, because I lost the shoe.
Very well, and since they have some 3 other guys as easy on the line, so to speak, as others.
Splash, please.
got to the first position, which is not very desirable usually.
But we are moving on with number 1 up on the roof, getting ready for the first gentleman. As we said, unlucky at the lucky draw, but luckier today without a doubt. Having the honor of opening it up, ladies and gentlemen, this is Armenia. This is Armenia in the house. Let's hear it for Nikita Fedotov!
Kaffe for nogen?
Well, this is how things are shooting right now. Right from it does not any better than the result.
We want to do these very, very simple dives.
I've never seen it.
Yeah, because I like here stop and like those are the okay, no problem.
Good.
Solid start. They're talking about me.
Wow.
It was a little short. It was a little short.
Just your chin. Alright.
I mean, we'll take
Was it like that, or was it like?
I'll have to see it.
First one.
Yeah. I mean, it'll take it. It might have been a tad slower. I couldn't tell.
It was a little faster. Like I came out, and then I was like,
You definitely did the brandy like earlier, like you said.
but it was faster.
It's time to prepare the best voice you might have, because the next gentleman out of the platform is today's birthday boy. So we're going to sing all together, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to sing all together a song you're maybe familiar with. The song is called Happy Birthday, and we're going to do that all together on 3. 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday.
What's the straight one? Ah, thank you.
Will definitely still see some solid scores.
Okay, interesting. For you. I can jump. It's fine, I'm ready.
And I know Carlos is lucky, but I think he's lucky for last night. He's got my luck. That's good.
It's okay.
Welcome. Bravo 28 minutes.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to smoke that.
I know. What?
Terry put it best. Yeah. You just have to really miss it, and you just got to work here.
I'll take it as a first.
Yes, Sergio. the competition. I love you. I love you. Yes. I feel it when I kick like a fuck, like. It's new there.
Well. Yeah, like you say, it's usually the signature of Catalin, and I know she likes the style because no one else does it. Now he's challenging that a bit. But yeah, great direction.
Do you have my things? Diving club, right?
why that competition director and neutral.
Wow, you're so good. Imagine that.
You know, it's the little things.
With one more gentleman to go. Here is the competition for just a quick hint, check it out online where it will be 444 days. The documentary about King Vessel and his argument after their surgery. But now it's time for his first match here in Copenhagen. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome together the man from the United Kingdom. Let's go!
It was a splash, but upwards instead of.
I thought it was gonna come out and you. Tell me
That's good.
I mean, at least you don't have to pay ice cream. So it's good.
Are you cheating?
Yeah. Yeah, back twist. Mira, veme mis brazos cruzados.
divers are here. Why I put them there? Because we are blocking the fence and...
Yesterday they sat here, right? The divers.
More or less.
So let us fill up the people as much as you want now.
We are just trying. But the sea is there. Tomorrow. The guys are looking and having in front of them.
Keep it like that anyway. They just ask me to move it. Let's keep it like that for the rest. Okay.
Skal vi se en dobbelt baglæns salto sammenmålet. En af Annikas allermest yndlingsspring ved naturligvis.
Og så skal vi til den næste springer, den næste diver. Det er Amalienborg Palace fra USA.
Rhiannan Iffland for 1 år siden på den allerførste dameversion af Rooftop i København. Jeg fik en 8. plads. Hun er til daglig lærer i en skole for beskrevet udvikling i USA i Las Vegas. Nu skal hun lave en dobbelt tyskersats til halv skole i hoftedårposition.
But you made the right call with that name.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. We just have to put it.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Especially with records.
Yeah.
Men hvis man er lidt skarp, måske se, at der kommer lidt vand op.
What a jump! You see that from the top. We're doing it. Oh, yeah.
Just looked like you worked it at the end.
I like lined up and I was like,
I mean, you got straight. You must have just put your feet under a little bit before you got straight.
Men Carpenter er altså også et wildcard, ligesom Annika det så som første springer.
I know, that's why I'm annoyed.
Yeah, you put your feet right down and then sit up. Just give it a little bit more. It's a little bit high. So in my mind, it looked like you thought it was slow and worked it a little bit, but
It felt really nice actually. And then I just hit and I was like, booty? That was booty.
Så skal vi til næste springer fra Spanien, mine damer og herrer, står klar og begiver en kæmpe hånd. Paula Schiller!
Det er en tredje konkurrence. Du skal altså vise os præcis det samme spring, som Melika der viste os i en dobbelt tyske salto med handelsskole, som vi kan se på skærmen. Altså samme sværhed, samme position, samme alt. Lad os se, hvordan Paula gør det. mange ved det, udover det, så danser hun rigtig meget, men lige nu er hendes speciale, altså cliff diving. Og der har vi gennemsnitligt 8 taler for dommerne. Den største karakter indtil videre i dag skal komme til Paula i en kæmpe hånd og i tårtaler.
Så skal vi til næste række, og også separat fra en sæde for sig.
På sin debut på banen, så var det et starte, og nu er jeg her i København, så skal vi vise, hvad Aarhus Baner kan.
With my dive, I think that I put the world together and I finally feel proud of what it is today. It was fun, but I'm gonna stay with the diving. Yeah, 100%. Thank you.
Wenn so stehen bleibt,
km/t på nedad, så det er altså festivals selv en festival en gang imellem. Og så kommer pointen ind for en lille Tjukinivska og en stop forlænd salto med 1,5 skrue. Dommerne giver i gennemsnit 4,7, altså lidt lavere end måske i Europa, og måske i Europa. Lige her er en point, jeg tager 4 her på det stræk, og der er en forløb i tredjeplads.
Den næste står allerede klar, derovre. Vi skal til Holland sammen med Ginny van Katwijk.
Hun skal lave et spring, der er en baglæns tripelsalto med 1 skrue, som giver 3,4 i sværheden. Det første af den slags, vi skal se i dag, men ikke det sidste. Rekord er 8,4 for det spring, og når så 8,0 for dommerne fra 1,6 point her, 10 point for personrekord på det spring her. Vi er rykket ind på førstepladsen.
Vi står til Ginny van Katwijk, og så skal vi videre med en offensiv rush. Ny fast kvinde på turen fra USA, Lise Faulkner.
Vi fik et problem, for det er første gang som wildcard, og han kommer ned til permanent springer i år. Her kan vi se, at det gik i storskærm, Lises puls, 135 slag i minuttet lige nu. Og lad os se, om den stiger eller falder, når Lise træder til podiet og skal lave til spring.
Can you video up there?
You did that! Oh, I saw the video and I was like, no, where'd you go? But I gotta go. That was so good. I can see that.
Vi skal til springer nummer 8 nu, nemlig fra Australien. De indklæber Sasha Nisi.
Sasha er en af de allermest erfarne springere på serien. Fik en anden plads sidste år i København i 2022. Hun er altså kun 27, men har altså 36 start serien og har været siden 2018. Hun skal lave det eneste håndstandspring til se i denne runde. Håndstand 2,5 rolling 7, that's 2 hoftebånd. That's 2 seconds.
All good. Take your time whenever you need.
Ikke så mange på Instagram. Hun kører altså sin brave gang og sin inspirationscontent og alt muligt.
Hvis I ikke har følger hende, så gå ind og følg hende. Molly skal lave den her trintalsmandskole, som vi snakkede om lige før. Og her kan vi også se hendes puls på 112 slag i minuttet lige nu. Lad os følge det i løbet af hendes forberedelse til springen.
Vi ser det her fra en sjov vinkel.
Ja, det er nede fra vandet. Nu er det slow motion, men hvis man får den her vinkel i fuld hastighed, så kan man altså mærke, hvad for en fart der springer, der rammer den.
Thank you.
Der rammer det cirka.
I like to do that.
How you doing? Vi har hammerende store hastigheder. Det er ikke altid det, som den her, som ellers er.
I hate that name so much.
Så kommer dommernes bedømmelse ind for Molly Carlson.
Selvom hun som altså ikke til støve. Hun skal lave præcis samme spring som vi til at se på Molly og lige til stede. Men han har ikke at hun er alle tror. Og jeg ved, at når hun rammer, så rammer hun virkelig godt. Så lad os se, om vi kan gøre Molly og Lisa 3 efter. Værsgo, Simon.
Nobody look at her booty. My ass. That's fun. Hold on. Your brother's just like you're not 12. Alright. You're so impressive. I'm so proud of you. You're doing much love. I'm see. I've worked 7 houses like
I går den næste sidste springer i dag for kvinderne fra USA. Haley
Die weiß ganz genau, wo die Kamera steht mittlerweile. Alex, musst weg, bitte.
A little spicy, that one. What's your favorite star?
Plus positionen kan typisk hurtigt trække mange point ned. Derudover så lander i det aller sidste
A little spicy.
Der sætter sig bedst i dommernes hjerner.
Det andet, det ser meget fedt ud.
Katie har dykket udspring siden hun var 6 år gammel. Det er mange, mange års erfaring. Vi kan vise her i luften. En rigtig cirkushest, kan man roligt kalde det. Hun ved, hvor man er.
En cirkushest, der venter på at blive bedømt af de 5 dommere. Og så har vi mesteren stående oppe på de 21 meter. 9 gange før og vundet Red Bull Cliffline fra Copenhagen, Rhiannan Iffland.
Guck doch mal vielleicht ein.
Go Reed!
Var det rotationspændingstræning?
Det skal vise sig.
Nice one! We're live. We're live.
Frem skal vi se en baglæns tilsalto med 2 skruer. Vi skal se halvanden start og halvanden skrue til sidst. Øjne på skruerne og hold øje med den unge mand, Jonas Martinez.
Okay. Step by step, okay?
Og den næste springer er allerede klar. Nikita Fedotov.
Han fik en tredje plads i også i København. Han er en god vinder.
Se sentiva coreana.
Og den næste springer er allerede klar oppe fra de 27 meter. Jeg ved ikke, det skal rette stift op mod taget fra operaen. Vi skal til Ukraine. Oleksij Prygorov.
Altså den eneste af færingerne, der har en olympisk medalje medalje, bronzemedalje, hvis vi får en 3-meterspring. 39 år gammel, det er faktisk lige præcis i går. 39 i fødselsdagsgraven, nu er han altså 39 år og en dag gammel. Hvis vi ser meget særligt spring for ham, en Molberg trippelsalto med en skrue. Det er relativt usædvanligt at skrue på Molberg-retningen, altså en baglænssalto over frem. Men jo Lexi viser sig så lige, hvordan det er med gør det.
Peter drüber, danke. Sandro.
Really good, but did you hear the ding, 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 ding. Thank you very much, guys.
Klaus Remeno, en erfaren herre, der blandt andet fået sølv til verdensmesterskaberne. Virkelig kan levere til alle mulige i hver konkurrence. Her skal vi se næsten de samme spring, som hun ikke sidst har færdig på papiret. En tæt målgang sætter til meget udskruer. Selvom de ud af det næste samme spring, så er der altså en betydeligt forskel på deres spring udførelse. Altså manden i dagens højeste Sverige, 24 år gammel, med 29 starter og har altså vundet Wimbledon-serien alleryngste samtidig. The brilliant practical and the maskine, der producerer og sælger klipper til høje karakterer. Vi skal se en trippel tysk besætning af hans skole fra en af de bedste lag.
Not bad. A little short.
Short, whatever. Og vælge lige nu. Her får vi en point fra en næster.
Som en minouger. 31 år gammel, 24 vindstart, og altså nuværende verdensmester i highdive, og har også lige kommer direkte kreds fra en sejr i sin minusblad i København Flitværning. Så det er altså en mand med fart på, og one to watch. Der har debuteret talrige spring som den første gang, og altså virkelig en mand, der skal vi se fra ham i dag. Og det skal vi se samme spring som 2 grader, så en trippel rundværdssalto samme måde. ikke over at danse i det her.
Short again.
Fordi jeg kan se lige sådan en søndag meget. Jeg tror, over på den side af den her.
Alright, hanging on. Alright. It hurt, but it was worth it for the good scores.
And I was like here, and I was like, no, I love the takeoff. I love it. I didn't trust kickoff. I didn't trust it. That felt fast. Okay.
Et sikkert lige så smukt spring, mine damer og herrer, fra Rumænien, Konstantin Popovic.
37 år gammel Koster havde sin allerførste løbefri, der er vist op i 2018 lige her i København. Og 4 år siden i 2020 vandt han løbefri i København. Så det er en mand, der kender København rigtig meget. Nu skal vi også prøve sådan nogle flere med en trippel tysk status i hovedposition.
Flashlights?
genopfinde sig selv og gjort det forskellige gange. Nok den her er den fleste spring, og så her egentlig.
My first ever event in 2018, so it's really a pleasure to be back here.
We're starting at 12 or what?
Så skal vi til den næste sidste springer i den her anden runde fra Mexico. Et wildcard i Sergio Guzman.
Kongen er selvsagt til. Det er ikke så tit, vi ser en wildcard, der ser sig så højt til det, Sergio. Altså indimellem, når han kommer til de her konkurrencer, så kommer han også for at vinde. En fantastisk udførelse fra hans første spring. Nu skal vi se i 20% samt organisation. Lad os se, om man kan følge op.
Steht der nicht am Fernseher nicht so? Beim Hund bei dem Fernseher.
One by dive, dive by dive, lanzamos muchachas, lanzamos.
It's not bad. I'm agree. I take that.
kommer nogen. En undtaler.
Vi er nået til den sidste diver her i herrenes anden runde fra
Den anden rumænske hej, som vi kalder dem. Kælenavn Cat with the hat, som man bliver kaldt. Katten skal vise en forlands trippelsalto, halvanden skrue med en skruerne i anden salto. Det er også lidt til første salto. Det er en tungespring, der er lige, så jeg laver det den omgang her, og det kan gøre bedre til simpelthen forrygende udført spring.
Totalmente, weil er wieder kurz zu Bau bereit war, der auch mehr Million für die Möglichkeit zu nehmen. Und Problem ist, nach und nach ein zu קצת קורץ שבוע בירה, מחר זה נגמר, אבל עכשיו יש שנים.
That was a good collection. Because training got a bit of water up my bum.
Den foran jer med for os. København.
Yes, sir.
Family so focused on it.
Family is like, fuck that guy.
Og hvad får så?
Beautiful in the air.
Good adjustment.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, man. Oh, man. Nice. Nice.
How did you do?
8, I think. Straight. Was good. Yeah,
I feel like, you know when you feel like...
Yeah.
I didn't feel like that. I felt like a little...
Like a...
No, kind of like it came... I felt water on this side of it.
No, I feel the same. Normally when it's super clean, when this time I feel like here in my chest, a little bit like maybe like fuck.
Maybe like lift it a bit. Yeah.
A little bit, just a little bit. How was the Costa dive?
Apparently good.
Apparently good, but I didn't see. Just I see the takeoff.
I thought it should go over.
Okay.
What, lower or more?
Fun round 2 here from Copenhagen, Denmark, and it's time now for round number 3 from this iconic venue located in the capital city of Denmark, and the platform off the Copenhagen Opera House, a spectacular setting and stage for the world's best cliff divers. Trace Worthington alongside Olympic diving medalist Rosaline Filion. And thanks for being with us. This is stop number 3 of the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series, and we are set for round number 3. And Rosaline, every dive here is going to demand total commitment from takeoff to entry, a very difficult platform and harbor to land in.
Absolutely. It's quite impressive structure from the Copenhagen Opera House. The ladies have to go up the 28-meter, come down to their platform to dive. Very good control. And I guess it's taking their mind off of what they have to do off the platform. But still, it's all about adaptability and focus here. The water is very calm. A wide environment as well. Maybe a little bit different from what we've seen in Bali and in the United States.
Well, there's the start list for women's round number 3. Maylee Carpenter has the lowest scores coming into the 3rd round, so she'll dive number 1. And then it goes on down the list. You have the top 3 in Lisa Faulkner from the United States, Simone Leathead diving well, and Rhiannan Iffland, the 9-time Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series champion, had the best dives after 2 rounds. What stands out to you, Rosaline, with this list?
A lot of great things. I feel like this competition, we've seen a lot of ups and downs in terms of quality of the dive, but as we move forward in the competition, I feel everybody's going to regroup. Kaylee Arnett, a little bit of a mistake in her round 2. Let's see if she can bring that up the ante again for good competition. She's coming back from a victory on home soil, so I have high expectations for her.
Well, it's 12 women, and then we'll get into the men after women's round number 3. We are live on YouTube, so go ahead and throw some chats our way, throw a few questions. Rosaline and I will try to do our best to answer those questions live on air. If not, our wonderful team at Red Bull Cliff Diving will hit you back with a message as we get ready for round number 3. First to dive, this is Maylee Carpenter, working her way back onto the scene after being a full-time diver for a couple years, permanent diver. Now she's a wild card this year, so this is her first event of the season, Rosaline, and she hasn't even dove from this high since Boston last year.
That was back in September, so that's quite a long time. But I guess the muscle memory makes a huge difference. And still at round 3, she's, like I said earlier, there's a build-up to this point, and she's been doing really good. She's now doing a forward 3 somersaults, 1.5 twist in the pike position.
All right, so Carpenter of the United States, the 38-year-old, kicking off the women's round number 3. Not bad for her first event of the season. Taking off work to be here in Copenhagen. Well, she has the summer off. And so you see the safety
you want to make space for yeah, you want to make space for a competition like this. When you look at the dive closely like this, everything is pretty well done. I would have loved to see a bit more a dynamic takeoff. You'll see it right here. She's leaning forward a little bit too much before she leaves the platform. Good pike position, entering the twist really well. The legs are together. That's what we want to see in the twisting position. And even in the Barony out, which is a somersault, half a twist, she stays rounded at the end, which created the splash there, but still very strong.
280 days since she's launched from 21.5 meters, 70 feet off the water. So you see the judges with an average of 6.2. So on that dive, she'll get a 74. So keep your eye on the left-hand part of the screen in the graphic. So that will be a 156.65 when you add all 3 rounds together. And a reminder to the new viewers, all 4 rounds count. We're in round number 3, but they're all added together. Nothing is thrown out, Rosie. You have to do well, A to Z, in Red Bull Cliff Diving. As we look at our next competitor to drop into the harbor, it's Annika Bornebusch from Denmark. So the local and the crowd favorite here, the 34-year-old, making her 2nd ever appearance on the World Series.
Amazing feeling to be on home soil. It's been a while since the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series has been to Denmark. and her opportunity to just continue and building up those dives, creating consistency, and having an amazing experience in front of friends and family.
First ever Danish female diver to compete on our Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. So coming in just a little bit short on that. You see the bigger splash. Rosie coming in, and the big question is that hurt a little bit when you come in short, based on your diving experience?
Well, it can be short, straight over. It still hurts a little bit, but in this position, sometimes you can feel like you're being punched in the face, but seeing her face right now, I guess it was really comfortable. Sometimes the water can hit your stomach as well. But I love how the takeoff went on really fast in the rotation. A little bit of splash at the entry, but really not that much. It's an overall performance. That's the last thing the judges will see. Pike position is great. And even in slow motion, the speed is pretty great. You see the legs are coming apart a little bit at the end. The judges will notice. But overall, for her, is a good dive.
Pretty cool. She had a brief stint as a successful competitive snowboarder. Same type of fear in that sport. She competed in big air snowboarding. In fact, she was a national champion back in 2018. But just glad to be here. Great showing for Annika. Love it. A lot of emotions rolling through her. She'll be in fourth with a 142.90. She is second to
relief.
Go. Yeah, exactly. Look at the Opera House, amongst the most modern opera houses in the world. Located on the island of Holmen here in downtown Copenhagen. Into the harbor. Really cool platform. Lots of people just impressed by that. How many times do you see a platform like this built on a opera house as we get into Nelly Chukanievska, the 19-year-old, the youngest on the roster of women today. Oh, great dive by Nelly Chukanievska. And her coach, Oleg, he's loving this one. And she'll need some high scores, Rosie, to crawl up that leaderboard right now, because when you start in the first few divers in the third round, it means you had a low score after 2 rounds.
Absolutely. She's been disappointed with her round 2 dive, but she didn't give up, stay focused, and was able to pull off a pretty solid dive for that one. We still have a 4th round to go, so it's never over until the last dive. But still coming back, standing on that platform after knowing that you missed out a little bit on the last one, and landing this, maybe hesitant at the entry, stayed rounded in pike, but still very solid.
So you see the judges, there will be 5 judges, okay? And the 5 judges will weigh in a score between 1 and 10. It's very simple on this judges panel. Between 1 and 10, and the high and the low are tossed out, the remaining 3 multiplied by the degree of difficulty. A lot of divers already kind of feeling it physically, Rosie, at this point in the season. We're midway through the point of the season for the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series, but they also do other competitions and including training as well. But Chukanievska, with 3 rounds added together, will get a 166.20, and she is 3rd to go of the 12 women.
A lot of competitions this year, 2 dives in for today. That's a lot of impact for the body. As you know, these athletes are not diving from that height every day. They do it a couple of times a week. The body is not able to handle that much impact. And in a competition, you have to build up the momentum. So a few days prior, they will skip training to keep their body in full force for long days of competition.
I don't know what's harder, diving off this platform, Rosaline, or just getting to the women's platform itself. You have to go through that hatch on the men's platform. We'll see the men momentarily, but climbing down that ladder I saw on social media, Molly Carlson was a little freaked out about that. Here we go with Paula.
Because the concrete is right next to them.
Exactly. Paula Hilebert. The 28-year-old of Spain, not much splash there left behind in her 4th ever Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series event. Great dive.
It's always hard to come back to some events like this when you've been away for quite a while. You come back, you want to set yourself apart, you want to show everybody that you've been training hard, you've been doing your repetitions, you've been improving, and that's what she's doing. Beautiful pike position. Look at that body position, very straight. Looks really easy and flowy and aesthetic. Toe pointed, very important.
And Rosie, the safety divers down below, I mean, that's such a key part of Red Bull cliff diving. Oh, there, they can dive in and go underwater just to make sure that the diver is okay, because anything can happen even after the impact, even after a really good dive.
Yes, and we've seen it earlier in some rounds with Jonathan Paredes, who's landed in the water perfectly but came back with a foot injury. So the safety divers have to be there, focused. They may even splash water for the athletes to see the surface, which is really important for orientation as well. So they're essential to this competition.
Paula Hilebert, the 20-year-old of Spain, moves into the lead with a 178.15. The safety divers, their wetsuits on, important role. So all the divers appreciate that crew down there. Underwater shot, a little murky there in the harbor. You get these, the areas that have murky water. Had that at the last stop in St. Petersburg, Florida, Rosalind, and then you have the clear waters of Polignano a Mare, Italy. Coming up in 2 stops. so many different elements and water conditions. It's not like a consistent pool for these divers.
Exactly, which is a challenge. Even though the structure and the environment is a bit similar to what they've been doing in St. Petersburg, Florida, but still colder temperature, not that cold, wide waters, and a different structure.
Kaylee Arnett, winner of the last stop in St. Petersburg, Florida, coming in a little hot on that one, a little heavy, as the divers like to say. Kaylee Arnett was ranked pretty high coming into this round, and then her 2nd round dive just wasn't quite of par. It doesn't look like this one is either compared to what we're normally used to see, especially after that win in Florida.
Absolutely. And you know what's difficult for athletes in general, and maybe especially for Kaylee Arnett, is that she knows she can win this event now. She's done it a couple of weeks ago. She was able to put 4 perfect dives each round consistently. And now she has that in her head, knowing that she can win. She needs to do well. Maybe she wants to recreate what she's done in Florida, and that sometimes can play with your mind, and you think too much. You don't let go yourself. You don't let yourself feel and see what you do in the air. So it's about adaptability and finding your perfect zone for a perfect dive.
This is only her 12th ever start of the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. And she won the 11th time she's ever competed, beating Rhiannan Iffland, which isn't that easy. 64.35 on that dive. So we'll see when you add all 3 together so far. 186.75. Remember, all divers have 4 rounds total. The 4th round will take place tomorrow. The final round. One of the viewers, once again, we are live on YouTube, so if you have any questions, go ahead and throw them out there. Throw any comments, fun comments that you want. People asking, do divers ever score perfect 10s? Yes, many. Over 100 10s have been given and rewarded on the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series since beginning in 2009. Will we see one today? Well, we do have some really good divers on that list, Rosaline, that could pull that off. And we've seen before, we've seen, obviously, Rhiannan Iffland, many 10s throughout her career. Moving on to the next divers.
And they're so hard to get.
Yes, they are. It's hard to win over that judges panel. Stella Forsyth, next to drop in, 19 years old. From Brisbane, Australia. Oh, that
amazing.
Was an incredible entry. Just cutting through the water gracefully. The 19-year-old, the second youngest behind Nelly Chukaniewska in this field. So the future of the diving. And Michael Frosty Snow, our reporter, said earlier after that second round dive, she was a little spooked, right? Very nervous. And you can attest to that, Rosaline, being nervous when it comes to any type of diving, no matter what heights you're going from.
Absolutely. And when you come out of the water, you have that sense of relief that is so strong. You put your heart, your soul, your body into this dive, and having the dangerous side of it as well. I mean, not a lot of experience, diving off a platform that's quite scary, surrounded by concrete. And then surrounded with all these athletes that have been performing, that being on podiums, you want to set yourself apart. She's a promising diver. She's beautiful in the air, starting to be consistent. I mean, she's really impressive to watch.
Stella moving in a second when you add her 3 rounds together, 186.20. Talk about the safety divers down below, and Michael Frosty Snow, who's with us, caught up with one of the local Danish safety divers earlier, Martin Seesgaard.
All right, Martin, so you're one of the guys in charge of making sure all of our divers are safe, but you're also a safety diver yourself, right?
Yeah. I'm going to be in the water today, and as part of the safety team there. So we're going to be 4 safety divers, and then we have a scuba team as well. So if anything happens, we'll be close around the athletes.
And what exactly is your procedure when you're in there? We see you guys diving down. Like, what's happening under the water?
We just, when they hit the surface, we'll go down with them and try to find them on the water and make sure they come to the surface and they're all right. And then the dive is over. Yeah.
So basically, if you do less of your job, it's better for everybody. Less work is good sign for everyone.
Yeah. If we just have to go down and up again all day, I think it's the perfect scenario.
That's a winner. And I mean, I got to ask, you guys are in there for hours. How are you staying afloat? Are you treading the whole time?
No, not really. We have thick wetsuits on, so we're just floating actually. We just need you to find your position again, and that's it. And the temperature today is around 22 in the water and 34 in the afternoon in the air, so it's perfect conditions.
Well, here's for a perfect day and not too much work for you, hopefully.
Hopefully not. No.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, that's good, and here comes Xanthia Panizzi with her 3rd round dive. But Rosie, it was interesting in the first round when Jonathan Paredes hit the water, and I watched it over, and he hit it perfectly. Like, it seemed like he had his feet in the right place, and he needed help by the safety divers, even on a good dive.
Absolutely. I watched a replay so many times to try and see what happened. And what I think, I'm going to have Jonathan to confirm eventually, but when he landed in the water, usually what you want to do is to have flat feet, absolutely flat feet, to get that impact and to make sure your body stays solid. And one of his foot was a little bit pointed, so maybe the ankle twisted, or it moved something in his ankle as well. So it can be only like 2-3 degrees, not as flexed as he used to do. It's fine details that can actually make a huge difference and get injuries.
Jonathan's okay, but he did pull himself out of the competition today from the men's side. Here's Anthony Panizzi of Australia. All right, Panizzi drilling one in the water there. She finished 5th at the first stop in Bali, 6th in St. Petersburg, Florida, having a consistent season rolling here.
I love this dive for her. So pretty, smooth. And at this point of the competition, I'm pretty sure she used it in 3rd to give her momentum and confidence to go back into the last round of dives. When you get in that pike position after the twist, the challenge here is to keep your legs together. You're pulled down by gravity really fast, and you really have to resist. Beautiful jump. See the legs together. When she goes into the pike position, the feet are a little bit flat. If you're looking at some details, and when you want to get half a point to a point, those type of things can make a big difference, but really well done for Centella.
See if she can take over the top spot. Once again, the 5 judges, the high and the lower toss, remaining 3 multiplied by the degree of difficulty. One of the Matt Cooper. One of the divers on the World Series, coaching a lot of the athletes here today, as Anthony Panizzi does pull into the top spot by a long shot, 2:21.10 when you add the first 3 rounds together. People were asking about the judges on our chat. Yes, a lot of them have a ton of experience. Ginger Huber of the United States, former diver on the World Series. Our head judge is Antonio Martinez. Sam Dorman is here as one of our judges, by the way. He won Olympic silver, the Rio Games in 2016. 3-meter diving. It's a 3-meter springboard, is what I'm trying to say here, which you won 2 medals at, Rosaline.
I won 2 medals in a 10-meter platform.
Oh, that's right.
Sam was on the 3-meter springboard in synchro as well. We were on the same Olympics together.
That's awesome. Look at this arm stand dive right here. It's so difficult, especially with the little wind. Jeannie Van Kadvik. Oh, coming in there, Jeannie Van Kadvik, 41 years old. And that's Matt Cooper, who's coaching a lot of the divers today. Jeannie's husband. And Rosaline, just for anyone new to this sport, explain how difficult it is to be up 21 meters, 70 feet off the water in an arm stand before you drop.
It's really hard to describe. You really have to be comfortable doing handstands in any circumstances if you want to actually do it that high. And she does it pretty well. The key here is to have your hands really solid and you look at them all the time. So you have that straight position and you want to show off to the judges that you have control. So you stay at least 3 seconds on the top and then you can give yourself that rhythm, that synchronicity with the push of the arms and the legs. She did it so beautifully. You see it right here, a little whip forward, going in to the twist. She's really having a good day so far, and it's fun to see her do so well. She's a hard worker. She wants it probably more than anyone, and it's working for her today.
So right now it is Panizzi in the lead at the 2:21.10. Remember, all 4 rounds count. If you just joined us, we are past the midway point in the women's 3rd round. 4th round goes down tomorrow. Just tons of relief. Van Katwijk getting that one over with. All right, the scores. See the judges with an 8.0 average. That is big. And a 108.0 for round number 3. And now a 238.30 will seize the lead for Jeannie Van Katwijk.
Is there? Oh,
So here goes Molly Carlson. Again, she's got a ton of followers on social media across the board. And she was showing this yesterday, just that walk down to the women's platform.
And it's different from every stop. There's not like a normal way to go up to the platforms. They either climb rocks, go from the inside of ladders and structure and scaffolding. Every stop is different, which is interesting for the athletes as well.
Molly Carlson, 27 years old, 31 World Series starts. She's got 4 victories, 24 podiums. One of the biggest stars in cliff diving she's become since she began just several years ago. She hasn't been cliff diving that long.
She used to be a diver, did the Youth Olympic Games off the 10-meter platform, Olympic trials in 2016 on the 3-meter springboard. Now here up the 21-meter platform.
Got a live heart rate going, so Carlson putting one in the harbor here off the Copenhagen Opera House.
Slightly fluffy.
So the question, Rosie, that we have...
Molly is that...
Yeah, go ahead.
I was just going to say, what's interesting with Molly is that she's faced so much challenges in the sport, slipping off a platform, getting a concussion, then coming back up and still having a bit of that fear, but she uses that fear to push herself, to be brave. She loves the Brave Gang. She created that movement, and she's showing up to being brave every single day she's competing and training, which is really inspiring to so many.
Bigger splash than we're normally used to seeing from Molly Carlson. Now, Steph, her coach, isn't here this stop, so she's being assisted by Matt Cooper and others. And really what they've said is that they all come together. When they don't have a coach for some reason for one of the competitions, they all get together and help each other out. No matter what country you're from, there's a lot of great camaraderie, and they all respect each other, especially when you're dropping this high off of the platform into the water. You really have to help each other out. So Carlson moving into second with a 2:26.65. So Van Katwijk still with the lead in a 2:38. Lisa Faulkner from the United States coming up next. She is tied for the highest degree of difficulty in this round. And other person who has that is Rhiannan Iffland. We'll see her in 2 divers from now, following Simone Leathead. But right now, Lisa Faulkner, the story she is coming in with so much confidence. Her 2nd year on the World Series. Rosie, another arm stand.
And a different way to go up that handstand, like a half cartwheel. You saw Jeannie press up to the handstand. Now a round off kind of takeoff. And look at how solid.
Oh, wow.
Excellent.
That was, I mean, just the twist off the platform off of her arms is incredible. One of our viewers again, asking the question, why doesn't everybody do an arm stand dive? Shouldn't you be rewarded for the degree of difficulty, or shouldn't that be the highest degree of difficulty?
Well, it depends. Handstand is a choice. I mean, she has a gymnastic background, so the control here is no question, but you do a little bit less rotation, a little less flips, maybe more twists. When you add a twist, then you add degree of difficulties, but it's not like a triple flip or 2 flips. So it really depends on how you see it, but handstand usually you can't do much from an handstand. You can add a twist, but it's very difficult. So you're a little limited in the amount of flips and twists that you can do.
That, if you're new to cliff diving, feet first, Rosie. From these heights, you don't want to be going
essential.
head first.
Oh, no, you don't. Actually, even that sport's quite dangerous. Landing on your head would be too extreme. Your neck and your shoulders are not meant to handle that much impact. It's so dangerous that you have to land on your feet, absolutely.
So only by 3 points, Faulkner moves ahead of Jeannie Van Katwijk. And in this round, again, all 4 rounds count and are added together for the total, but the strategy at this point in the competition, Rosaline, is to place high up on that leaderboard so you dive last in the 4th and final round tomorrow. Or at least towards the last.
Exactly. You have you probably have a higher degree of difficulty to finish with. Depends on your strategy. But still, you want to give yourself that confidence that you're part of the game, that you're part of the contention of being on the podium. So when your 3rd round is quite solid, it's good to dive last.
Round 4. Live tomorrow on Red Bull TV and Red Bull Cliff Diving's YouTube channel that you're watching from right now. 3 p.m. CEST, 1 p.m. GMT. That's 9 a.m. Atlantic time in the North America. So we'll check out Simone Leadhead, speaking of North America, from Canada, from your area, close by you, I think, Rosaline.
Absolutely, same city, Montreal. Started as a diver as well.
Look at that. Oh. Simone Leadhead. After 2 events this season, she's earned 2 4th-place finishes. And since you mentioned a diving background, you mean a traditional diving background.
Yes.
It's been very difficult, Rosie, for a lot of the divers to transition into this style of diving, which we call cliff diving, but off these platforms, which are all outside in different areas of the world. Explain the difference between the two.
Well, actually, traditional diving, you would land on your head, and what you said about that difficulty of transition, Simone had no difficulty. She was quite better at it in cliff diving, but still, in traditional diving, it's indoors, it's controlled, no wind, no sun, no raining, everything. But I feel like these type of athletes, the ones who participate in that kind of competition, they think it's boring. They need something spectacular. I remember talking to Gary Hunt. Is like, I love when it's raining and it's kind of raining sideways. It gives me a challenge. That's what I'm made of. I want to show. I want to do a show. It's a celebration of the personality that I am. That the harder it gets, the crazier, the funnier, the way I love the sport even more. So I feel like Simone is quite a bit of the same thing. She's not afraid. When she gets on that platform, she doesn't think twice. She just jump off.
I jumped so high. You fucking jumped.
It's fun watching, listening to what they have to say to each other. All just so relieved after getting things done, and the day is over. It's been a long one, round 2 and 3. And Simone Leadhead now the leader with 250.75. And one more diver remains in this 3rd round. And if you're new to the sport, even if you're not new, you should know this name. Rhiannan Iffland, a 9-time Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series champ. Her 7th streak win 7-win streak, I should say, ended in St. Petersburg at the last stop when Kaylee Arnett pulled one off. Kaylee Arnett winning her first ever World Series competition. But Rhi, 46 World Series wins. If she wins here in Copenhagen, she'll tie the all-time record win of 47, tying Gary Hunt. So here we go.
A 4.4 degree of difficulty, her highest of her list. Back 3 somersaults, 2 twists.
And that is why she is a 9-time Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series champion. And I don't know how many times I've said that, Rosaline, but it is a lot of times I've said that because she keeps delivering the goods. And when you talk to her at the beginning of the year, she's like, you know, hey, Trace, I don't know, there's a lot of young guns out there. I mean, Kaylee Arnett is no youngster, but still put some pressure on her. But she does feel like some of the other divers are putting a lot more pressure on her with some of their difficult dives. But this, tying the highest degree of difficulty, she delivered.
Yes, and she doesn't take it for granted. She trains just as hard. She wants it just as hard as before. And I feel like her consistency, and I didn't think it could get better, but it is. It is getting better. Technically, she's solid. She's always diving last or second last, which is kind of intimidating sometimes when everybody's watching you and waiting for your results to know exactly how they'll end up. So the eyes are all on her all the time, and she delivers. Her consistency is phenomenal. I mean, what an athlete. She's phenomenal.
8.4 average by the judges, 110 on her third round dive. You add that together with the first 2 rounds. Rhi with a 263, 5-0. She still holds, when you see that star by their name, holds the individual round high score as well. You get an extra bonus point for that if you hang on after the 4th round for the World Series standings. Anyway, Rhiannan Iffland, 263.50 will lead into round number 4. A very familiar place for her. Simone Leathead, Lisa Faulkner, the top 3 in this group. So Kaylee Arnett, who won the last stop, she's in 7th. She'll have some work to do tomorrow with that 186.75. Especially when you look at Rhiannan Iffland with a 263. It's going to be a fun women's 4th round tomorrow when it goes down. Let's check in with Frosty, who's with Rhiannan right now. Frosty.
All right, Rhi, you are coming off some amazing dives. Obviously, Florida, we had Kaylee Arnett step in and take your usual spot on the top of the throne. Do you feel the fire going? Is it kicking back?
Yeah, you know, that last dive in Tampa, the pressure was on, and I just really enjoyed being exposed to that. And Kaylee did an amazing job in Tampa, and I wanted to come back here and put down some crash shot dives. And, you know, I've done that. Round 3, I feel like could have been a bit better. I think I came in today with a little bit of pressure on my shoulders and just trying to shake off the nerves. But yeah, I'm excited for tomorrow. And yeah, I mean, the weather's turned on. It's a great event, so I'm just stoked to be here as well.
Well, you said, yeah, your hands were shaking a little bit. You're feeling pressure. Is this a different feeling for you? Is it new? Does it motivate you, or does it throw you off a little?
Look, I feel like you just never know with this sport. Sometimes you're as calm as a cucumber. Other times you're a nervous wreck, you know, up there. It also depends on the location and the competition standings and whether I actually listen to the scores or I watch the other girls dive. Yeah, it's definitely not new, and it's something that, you know, with years of experience, you still have to step up and tackle that every single time.
You're doing an amazing job tackling it. Thank you so much. Looking forward to round 4.
So Rhi with some confidence going into that 4th round. Men's round 3 start list. Jonathan Paredes, he's a scratch. Removed himself from the competition after that foot injury. Round number 1. We hope to see him get well soon. And you have Carlos Jimeno will kick things off then. Your top 3, Sergio Guzman. He's having quite the season so far, the wild card diver. And then, of course, the Romanian Sharks. who went 1 and 2 here back in 2022, sitting 1 and 2 right now after the second round of diving. So here's that round 1 dive with Jonathan Paredes, Rosaline. Like I said, very good dive, super smooth.
Beautiful. I mean, everything here is perfect. That tall, straight position, then getting into the tug, going in the water. And it's difficult to see it from that angle. But when you see it from the side, as I said, the feet were not completely together and not in the same flexed position. And you see the pain. And thankfully, the safety diver's reaction was excellent. He didn't have to swim at all. But having a brace right now, enjoying the competition and watching his friends.
He's got that left foot bandaged up. That men's platform, which we'll see right now, 27 meters, 28 meters, 92 feet. So this one fluctuates usually. It's usually 27 meters is where it starts. That's kind of the regulation, but sometimes it fluctuates also depending on the tide or the current to certain locations. So 28 meters, 92 feet. Those guys are having a good time.
And even if you say it's a meter higher than usual from 27 to 28, it's a huge difference for the athletes. They have to adjust so much. And depending on the degree of difficulty of dive, they have to adjust how they're going to take off and how much strength and energy they're going to put into the takeoff. And it's a matter of testing in practice or just throwing it in the competition and hoping for the best at this point. But still, it's quite something to adjust 1 meter higher. It's all about changing the way you feel in the air.
Just a reminder, we are live on YouTube, and we can see your comments. Rosaline and I do our best to see the comments and answer them live on air, but if not, again, our team at Red Bull Cliff Diving, which you see on the thread, will back us up and answer any questions we possibly can. So we kick things off with Carlos Jimeno, 11 men in this round. Starting off round number 3 of 4. Round 4 tomorrow, 3 p.m. CEST, 1 p.m. GMT. So what does Carlos have in store for us on this particular dive?
A 5.2 degree of difficulty. Now pay attention or try to count the flips, because he'll do 5, which is completely crazy. Back quint in the tuck position. Now in this type of dive, you really have to see the water 5 times, kick out in the right position, because it's kind of a blind dive and a blind landing. So you really have to open your eyes and focus on what you see in the air.
Cool shot of Frederick's Church in the background, known as the Marble Church here in Copenhagen. Perfectly aligned with the platform. Jimeno punches through the surface with authority here. Kick off the men's third round.
I was getting worried. It took quite a long time before the takeoff. And when you have your heels off the platform, it works your calves. So at the end, it might be burning at some point, but you really want it to be in the perfect zone and perfect focus spot to get in the flips, complete almost 2 flips above the 28 meter. We'll see it better here. See 1 above, almost 2. Beautiful toe pointed. I would love to see him grab a bit more of his ankles in the tuck position so it looked quite smaller. And I love the way he opens like an angel jump.
Yeah.
So pretty.
I agree.
Rounded at the end.
Yeah, he hasn't had the
Created a bit of
best of
splash.
seasons. I mean, this season so far, he's had some troubles, maybe mentally. He's been trained. I mean, he trains harder than anybody, but this season just hasn't been really great for him in terms of results. But he's always got a smile on his face. He's going to keep chipping away here. 6.7 is average from the judges, 5 of them high in the lower toss, remaining 3 multiplied by the degree of difficulty. So 220 after 3 rounds added together so far. So Jimena will start things off. Mikhail Foisy, 30-year-old Canadian. Did I say that right, Rosaline?
Yes. It's a very French Quebecer, Michael Foisy.
I had to ask her right before, by the way. It's like, wait, he's a new guy. How exactly do you say his name? Mikhail Foisy, making his debut on the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. And I always love saying that when somebody's making their debut on the World Series, because you just see the look on their face, the experience that they're gaining by being here. They're diving with their idols, and here Mikhail is in that situation.
And he got invited in 2024 to train during the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series back in Montreal. So it was at home. So he was able to do some practice dives with the whole gang. And now he can have his own experience. He's been on the international circuit for quite some time. But it's a major step up for him to be here.
Oh, what?
Oh, yeah.
A dive. Holy smokes. Carving through the harbor is Mikhail Foisy.
Is not intimidated.
When not diving, he's skateboarding. Seen some of his videos. I started following him. I was like, well, he's a new guy on the World Series. I better start checking this guy out. He's a really good skateboarder. It's pretty fun to watch him dive, especially on those videos. But coming in hot here in Copenhagen and putting one down with the big names.
And as we said earlier, when we're talking about the height of the platform, he trains a 27-meter back in Fort Lauderdale when he goes on to training camp. There's a 20-meter platform indoors in Montreal, but he gets here for his first experience, and it's off 28 meters. So he had to adjust during the week, obviously, but he's been trusting the training, enjoying his experience, and feeling the vibe from the Canadian team and from the Red Bull team, who's been welcoming him with open arms. And it shows when you feel comfortable, you're diving so well. So good for him.
Thank you, thank you.
The men's platform, 28 meters, 92 feet off the water. So Foisy is going to enjoy this moment, sitting in the #1 spot. And again, a lot of the viewers with the comments on YouTube, Rosaline, is men's platform height different than women's platform height? Why?
Well, the men and women bodies are made different, so that's the first step. It's a fact, and the women's can't handle that height. They've done some dives from the 27-meter, but for a long period of time, it's just not healthy to do it. So the platform for the women is based on what the body can handle.
So that women's platform, 69 feet off the water, 21.5 meters. The men's platform, 28 meters, 92 feet off this harbor. And this is Jolito Martinez, 23 years old. There's another arm stand dive. All right, brings it in. Again, a little bit heavy on that. He's going to feel that one. He's got a smile on his face, but we know what it's like coming in from that high, surviving. He's young, he's 23, so he's got that physical ability, but that may just have hurt a little bit on the landing. Who knows?
Absolutely. A good pike, a tuck press up, which is another different kind of way you can get into the handstand. Showed great control here. But the takeoff is everything in these types of dives. And you see him falling downwards a little bit too much before getting into dive. Knees are a little bit bent in the pike position. And when you're falling off that platform before your hands take off, it's already a bit too late for control at the end, so it keeps rolling. You really have to create a vertical jump for yourself. It's a bit too downward.
Rosaline, let me, with the handstand, when a lot of people say the difficulty and talk about the difficulty, well, of course it has a higher takeoff value, but it's risk versus reward because you might sacrifice if you don't have that strength right on the takeoff to handle the form throughout the dive.
Exactly. You really have to be comfortable in an handstand on the ground in order to get on that platform with wind, rain, stress, pressure, everything. So when you choose a handstand dive, it's because you like it, you love it, you want to compete it.
Gilotto Martinez take over that lead with a 2:38.0. He is 3 to drop in of 11 in this third round. Here's Gary Hunt, 41-year-old Frenchman. Actually just turned 42 a couple weeks ago. He was struggling with that foot injury after the tree. We were diving off the tree in Bali, having some fun, and wrecked his foot just a little bit there. So he's struggled at the last stop in St. Petersburg, Florida. According to Michael Frosty Snow, he told me that Gary's feeling pretty good now. He's finally kind of walking on it regularly and feels stronger on his takeoffs, which you need that ankle, need that foot on these takeoffs, Rosie.
Absolutely. You don't want to think twice. You don't want to hold back. I feel he was doing that in St. Petersburg, Florida a couple of weeks ago, but here he goes 100%.
So Gary Hunt, beautiful dive and entry. The guy for nearly 20 years has the most starts of any other athlete on the World Series, 165 starts. This is 166 here today. Sorry, 106 starts, not 166. That would be a lot. 106.
It's possible for him.
It is possible. We haven't had many of them. Sorry.
No, that's fine. Beautiful dive. And I love when he does twisting position because I feel the more twists he does, the taller he gets in the position, which is quite pretty in the air. Bit of splash here at the end, but overall good one.
I'll take it. Again, 107th start today. 11 titles. 1 legend. Gary Hunt still out here cranking away. Hasn't hit the podium yet this season. So 110.25 on that dive. So when you add it together with the first 2, 15 points ahead of Martinez with the 2:45.85. Usually we see Gary starting a little bit later on that start list. People enjoying the water here in Copenhagen's Inner Harbor. Next up, we have Aiden Heslop. So there's 2 divers with the highest degree of difficulty in this round. Aiden's one of them. It's 5.7. You see Konstantin Popovich later on with another 5.7. So what does that mean, Rosalie?
They have to do it really well. I mean, it's a competition of degree of difficulties, but it's a competition of quality as well. If you have a lower degree of difficulty, but you can nail that dive, maybe it's worth going a little bit lower in the DD in order to have better scores.
All right, so Heslop.
Wow.
Nice job. 4 somersaults, 3 twists. Imagine that. 28 meters, 92 feet off the water.
He didn't need to go any lower in the degree of difficulty, but he's able to nail that dive. He's known for it. A lot of flips, a lot of twists, and really the takeoff with confidence. Beautiful jump. The legs and the twist, they stay together all the way until the end. And that beautiful entry, again, it's the last image the judges will have. So when it's a clean one, it helps with little minor details or aesthetic things here and there that they see in the air. They'll forget about it when a clean entry.
Scott, who had back surgery last season. He has 4 8s and a 7.5. So he'll toss the 7.5 and one of the 8s. Huge comeback after that surgery. Talking about the youngest World Series champion the sport has ever crowned. With an 8 average, 136. That's a massive score, people, for this round. And Heslop will easily launch into that top position, 278. I mean, this guy changed the blueprint for what was possible in the air, and you just saw it right there. And now a competitor completing one of the most inspiring comebacks we've witnessed in years. There's the Opera House, beautiful, beautiful building, and inside it right now, checking it out, is Frosty. Give us a look, Frosty.
This stop's venue is the rooftop of the Copenhagen Opera House, one of the most impressive and expensive modern performing arts centers in the world. Take a look around here. This place cost over 3 billion Danish kroners to build. That's, at the time, around 500 million US dollars. And it's got over 100,000 sheets of gold leaf on the auditorium ceiling. It'll seat over 1,400 guests, nearly 1,500 on a sold-out night. And I have to tell you, it is an impressive place, beautiful architecture, and a great place to cliff dive from, so I hear. But divers will still have their work cut out for them. Even though we've got elevators and AC, they still have a long way to go from the water all the way up to the roof. Let's check it out. All right, so we'll show you the athletes area. This is one of the best setups we've had at a stop because this houses actual performers. So we've got mats and mirrors, all helping these athletes perform at their best.
Well, the Opera House, beautiful. Thanks, Frosty, for an inside look at that. Breathtaking performances inside that building, and now breathtaking performances outside of the building. The stage for the world's best in the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. Stop number 3, Aiden Heslop gets warmed up. He's leading here in the men's third round at the 278. That Opera House, it's 39 meters, 131 feet tall. And that cantilevered roof extends nearly 32 meters, 105 feet out. And we got the platform added onto that. So it's an incredible setup, an incredible stage for this third stop of the season. His birthday boy yesterday coming out onto the platform, Alexei Prigorov, now 39 years old. Prigorov, one of the toughest competitors in this sport. Super consistent. Always earns his permanent diver spot. For each season, the question is, will he get on the podium more often? 5.1 degree of difficulty on this one, Rosaline.
Yes, a back quad with 2 twists in the pike position.
Oh, man. Looks great in the air. Love his form in the air. He's a little bit lankier and taller than the rest of the divers. That's what I like about his style in the air, Rosaline, but a little heavy on that landing. That'll cost him a few points.
What a takeoff! I did take off.
Yes.
I did the good takeoff.
And I'm trying to listen to what he says, but he talks about the takeoff, which is a key point to how he landed in the water, and we'll be able to see it on the replay. But I feel like he fell backwards. His shoulders went backwards and down way too quickly. So at the end here, you're kind of pulling or pushing yourself downwards too much. It's hard to control and stop the rotation. You'll see it right here, barely no jump, still at the same level of the platform. You want to have those twists and those flips, at least the first one above the platform. Now it's the same level. That's why it's hard to control at the end, because you're so fast in the rotation.
Rosaline, I've been covering this a long time. When my friends asked me about the entry, saying if you don't want to splash, it's like going through a manhole. That's what you have to fit through. And if you don't fit through the manhole, you might hit your chin on the corner of it, but that gives you that little splash. Here we go, 231.90.
Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. Bye. Are you serious? Are you serious? With the brilliant takeoff.
Grigorov is so funny. He's commentating everything that he does. The takeoff, the water. I've seen this, I've done this, I've trained. He's such in a good spirit.
Top diver, Catlin Freda, Romania, after 2 rounds of diving. Interesting warm up there.
Circus.
Is he a tightrope up there? I don't know what he's doing. Something he's balancing on. Well, whatever he's doing, it's working for him. Whatever it's doing, it's working for him, right? All right, now Nikita Fedotov. I like watching this guy dive. 35th start on the World Series. 5 career podiums. Placing 3rd here in 2022 behind the Romanians. Aiden Heslop holding down the lead. So Fedotov, married to former World Series diver Antonina Vishamanova. Expecting a baby soon, actually. It's an arm stand dive. Oh, Fedotov looks so nice in the air for the Armenian. Oh. And
it was so pretty in the air. You're so right.
Those last second adjustments, Rosaline, it's just crazy. I mean, they're coming in so fast right there into the water. And to make those last second adjustments has to be so difficult.
Great control in the end, Sam. You see him falling downwards again too much. There's really that momentum when he pushes with the legs and actually keeps his legs straight instead of bending them and giving them the rhythm, the speed. But then right here, when he's burning out, so that flip with a half a twist, he needed to stop that rotation as much as possible. And when you do that, you see the athletes lifting their hands and arms higher to stop the rotation and then bringing back along the body. And he didn't have time to try it at all.
So 3-second free fall. So it goes quick at 85 kilometers per hour, 53 miles per hour. That's 10 G's of physical force when you hit the water. So 3 times the height of the traditional 10-meter platform that you won your Olympic medals off, Rosaline. Comes at you quickly. Jonathan Paredes, again, just joined us. He's sustained a foot injury, ankle the first round, pulled himself out today. Current leader, Aiden Heslop. 4 rounds of diving, all 4 counts. The Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series. Tomorrow's round 4 will be live on Red Bull TV and right here on Red Bull Cliff Diving's YouTube channel at 3 p.m. CEST, 9 a.m. Atlantic time in North America. Again, speaking of North America, James Lichtenstein coming up, celebrating his 25th start on the World Series and also celebrating, coming off the win celebration from St. Petersburg, Florida 2 weeks ago. What does he have here, Rosaline? This is a difficult trick.
It's another arm stand. Very popular. An arm stand back 4.5 somersaults in the tuck position. And James always takes his time before putting himself in the position that he needs to be in to take off or to start the dive, taking a few breaths here and then getting ready.
It's interesting how the divers have different ways to get into the arm stand itself.
And I don't know if you noticed, but there's one hand that it's quite far from the edge of the platform. Sometimes it's about comfort, flexibility of the wrists.
James pulls it off. Oh, wow. James Lichtenstein, winner of the last stop. And interesting, this is the first time he's competed in Copenhagen in 2022. The last time we were here, James was a wild card diver that season, didn't get the invite to this particular stop.
Now he's 100% there. Great press up. You see the arms are shaking a little bit. That's the pressure. But still great control, great strength. And really that coordination of the legs and the arms here is beautifully done.
What if somebody falls from that arm stand and they come back down? Do they get docked for that?
They get deducted, absolutely. A few points. You can't start twice. When you're up that handstand, you have to go, otherwise you get deduction from the judges. But look at that position, great control. I would like to say like a walk in the park for him.
And that's happened before. We've watched a lot of competitors get up on that arm stand and come back down, a little breeze, wind, they're not feeling comfortable. He's got a 9 on that.
Yeah.
Well, one of the judges, the high and the lower tossed. So that'll help out James Lichtenstein. 137.70 on his 3rd round dive. So that launches him into the #1 spot with a 291.70 with 3 to go in this men's 3rd round. We saw Jonathan Paredes earlier chilling out, talking about that first round where he injured his foot. And Frosty's standing by with him to see what's going on.
It was pretty bad. I had to stand up because I was sweating with this.
All right, Johnny, what's up, man? We're used to seeing you ripping it off of the platform or on the podium, not chilling in the VIP section with the beanbag. What happened, man?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, I had an accident yesterday on my first competition dive. I have a strained ankle right now. It never happened before, you know, like not even to me and not to the rest of the divers. It was an unfortunate situation. Honestly, I'm very sad. I think it's hard to digest this situation, especially because I started the season pretty good, you know. So yeah, we don't know how long it's going to take, and just crossing my fingers to have a fast recovery.
Yeah, I mean, we all want to see you back. Like you said, you've been having an amazing season so far, looking really strong. I got to ask, though, what does this do to your mental state when you come into contact like this? Like, how do you overcome that sort of injury?
You know, it's very difficult because as an athlete, we are not used to have like so many injuries, you know, and we don't know how to react against them, you know. But by now, I'm gonna be back in Mexico City to have some recovery. I'm gonna talk to my doctor to take the less time that we can take for the recovery.
Amazing. Well, speaking of Mexico, we've got Sergio Guzman coming up next. He's been doing awesome. What do you think we can expect from him in this final round?
Well, you know, Sergio, he's gonna do his back quad, I think so. That's a dive that he knows very well. Unfortunately, his DD is not the highest one, but I think so far the competition is going good for everyone. If he does a good dive, I think he can steal in the top 5. Hopefully he's going to make it.
Amazing. We're looking forward to it. Round 3 coming up with Sergio Guzman. Thanks.
Thank you.
All right, thanks. We hope Johnny gets back onto the scene quickly. It's fun watching him dive. He did kick off the season pretty strong, so that'll affect him in points. There's no drops in points either. When you look at the overall World Series points, there are 6 stops throughout the season. So if you miss one, it's tough to crawl back and get there in the top 3. Start trying to think about that permanent diver spot for the next season. All that stuff. Sergio Guzman, he's a wild card diver. And he's gone back and forth between permanent diver and wild card. He's been having a great season so far this year. And now he's sitting in a good spot here in the men's 3rd round. He's 9 to go of the 11 in this round. Competed in the World Series since 2015. Today marks his 43rd stop since then, 43rd start since then. So Rosaline, he's had the 43 World Cup starts leading into this. Only two podiums and 1 win, but how at 35 years old is he starting to kind of dive better?
It's like good wine. It gets better with age. Like Johnny said, he'll be doing a back quad in the tuck position. In the first round of dives, he's always in the contention of a podium because of the quality of his dives. But the only thing he's missing out is degree of difficulty, so that's why round 3, round 4, you see him drop a little bit, but it's not because of the quality, it's just because of degree of difficulty.
Oh, Guzman is just on fire. Outstanding dive. That's my favorite part about him. Gotta watch this.
That reaction is everything.
Best part about Guzman's dive right there. But how does he know where he's at? Doesn't he get dizzy, Rosaline? In the reflection off the water, there's all kinds of stuff happening right now.
No, you don't get dizzy when you do this sport for so long. When you stop for a while, it can get a little bit, you can see stars when you're twisting, but there's so many things you can do in the training, in the warm-up. So when you're at that level, you don't get dizzy in the air at all.
I mean, his takeoff is so powerful. I've been commentating with this guy in so many events over the years, Rosaline, and now, I mean, his takeoff is getting better.
And the thing is even if you're getting older, sometimes when you change a bit of how you're training, you can still have that 1%, 2%, 3% progression and improvement in your dives. Sometimes to switch up the way you train your body, it can make such a huge difference in the quality of the dive, and then you develop power in a different way. And it was my kind of thing when I was diving and getting older. I changed the way I train in order to recover better, to eat better, to develop more strength in a different way that would help me jump higher, spin faster. So when you move things around, improvement can come from all these different places that you explore.
You always put a lot of pressure, man. Always. Always. Thank you, man.
That's what James said. You always put a lot of pressure on James, and that is James. That's his deal right there. James does put a lot of pressure on. He comes back with authority leading into that fourth round. He's done just that. Liechtenstein leads with a 291, but Sergio Guzman, what a standing dive, putting him in a great position, third right now with 269.60. So really that top 5 positioning going into the fourth round is kind of where you need to be at. As we look at our next diver coming in, 2 left and 2 Romanians. And the 2 Romanians who held the top spots of the podium in 2022, the last time we were in Copenhagen. This is the man who was on top of the podium, Konstantin Popovic, the 2023 King Kawakili Trophy winner.
And you see the hands gesture. It's all about the simulation. He's visualizing his diving his head right before takeoff, which is really important. Probably keywords in his mind as well when you want to keep it simple while you're in the air and focus on key points for the dive.
Oh, Costa coming in a little short on that one. We'll see what the judges will think of this. I'm always waiting. You see that extra splash in there to the regular viewer, the new viewer, Rosaline, you know, everyone thinks that's exactly, you know, that's it, right? You see the big splash and it's over. But in this case, yes, you do get docked points, but in this case, it can hurt a little bit more than normal diving.
Absolutely. But the thing is, what you see on the screen right now, it's amplified. When you're on site, there's not that much water. So it's always bigger splash when you're looking on a screen. So imagine if there's no splash at all, how amazing it was. But looking at Konstantin's dive, it's pretty great. It's just here, he stayed it rounded at the end, or he gave himself a whip backwards because he didn't think he was going to land straight, and he didn't need to do it. He was right in the line.
Popovic, one of 3 Olympians on the men's side. He and Alexei Prigorov, and now Gary Hunt is added to that list of Olympians that compete on the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series.
Gary Hunt actually took some time off to focus on that dream of his of getting to the Olympics, and he did in Paris 2024, and I was able to watch him on site. It was quite phenomenal to see someone perform well in 2 different sports. It looks similar, but it's different. It's one experience he wanted for so long, and then he came back into cliff diving as he never left.
Popovic competed in the 2008 games in Beijing. But as you mentioned, you know, Gary competing in, I think 10 meter synchro, right? So yeah, a lot different than here. It's 28 meters, 92 feet, not synchronized. James Liechtenstein leads. 1 competitor remains in Katalin Peretta.
I'm sure we'll see some synchro diving off those Red Bull platforms one day. No limits here.
Exactly. Room for progression. So we look at the rooftop of the Copenhagen Opera House. Final competitor in men's round 3. And then the day wraps up. We'll move on to round 4 for both the women and the men tomorrow. Rhiannan Iffland leading on the women's side. Katalin Peretta, 34, turns 35 years old on Monday. And again, he was 2nd place here in 2022. Let's see if he can hold on to the top spot and be in pole position for tomorrow's 4th round. That ought to do it right there for Catalin Peretta. The Romanian drilling it. Great job.
So beautiful. And he's really relieved and proud. Diving last is always, puts always so much pressure on your shoulders, and with high degree of difficulties, dives like this one, a back quad with 2 twists, you really have to stay focused. Think of 1 or 2 things you want to do, accomplish in the air. Look how fast he is. Beautiful pike position, toe point. He doesn't need to adjust anything in the air. It just goes so smoothly. Very solid in a twisting position. The legs are together. And looking at that water arms along the body.
He's got the cliff diver hair too, right?
He does.
It's like if you're gonna go
a bit like Orlando Duque.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, if you're gonna go to like a salon or a barber shop and you look on the wall and they say, "What cut do you want?" You'd be like, "I want the cliff diver do," and it's just like Catalin Peretta and Orlando Duque, like a picture of them. All right, judges weigh in. 5 of them. They're going to give it to him for sure. 8.7 average.
Yes.
No question. Preda's going to carry the lead going into the 4th round. 132.60. You add all 3 together. 300. He breaks that 300 mark. And the only thing holding back the Romanians of sweeping the podium again is James Lichtenstein, sandwiched between the 2 Romanians. Great 3rd round for both the women and the men. Wow.
It's quite incredible because some of the divers were on and off in quality, but in this round, everybody brought it up, brought their game up.
And Peretta holds down the highest score for an individual round. So you get 20 points if you win one of the World Series events, but you get an added point, no matter where you are in the rankings, if you have the highest individual round score. It can help and make a difference in the end of the season when it comes to the World Series points. So James Lichtenstein, winner of the last stop, he's in 2nd. So Konstantin Popovic, winner of this stop in 2022, in 3rd. Let's check in with Catalin Peretta, who's standing by with Frosty. Guys.
So I heard you saying earlier that you love this place. Obviously, you did amazing back in 2022 here. You're doing incredible here now. What is it about Copenhagen that's giving you that extra special sauce?
Man, I don't know. I mean, 2022 was a very different competition than this one's developing here. You know, we had way different weather conditions. We had quite a bit of wind. You know, I wasn't where I am now after 3 rounds. And with the 4th one, I made up a lot of ground and landed me in the 2nd spot. Now I've been leading since round 1, and at the end of round 3, I'm still in the lead, and I feel good. I do enjoy a lot the place and the vibes and the people. You know, it hasn't been that big a turnout just yet, but I think tomorrow, especially that it's a weekend and everything's set up. It'll be a mass of people, so I really hope that you guys will show up because we need you, and it'll be a treat. You're in for a show.
Speaking of people showing up, I heard you got some family here watching the show. How does that help you, or does it put extra pressure on you for the competition?
I do love my close circle, and the guy at the top of that close circle, my brother, is here with me, and I just love having him around. I feel like he's one of my biggest fans, you know, up there, and I've been doing my best to be an example, and I'm also really learning, and I'm getting inspiration from him. So having him here, you know, it does give me a bit of an extra boost. He was there for some of my best competitions. He was also there at my lowest, and he can always be a reliable guy, and I can't thank him enough. I love him so much, and I also send my highs to my family, mama, tata, the age, and yeah, it's good having him around. He's important to me, and it adds not necessarily pressure, but extra support and oomph. Just a bit of extra oomph.
Amazing. We're looking forward to seeing a whole lot of oomph tomorrow for the finals. For sure. Good looking out.
All right, thanks, guys. And to the viewers, appreciate your comments during the broadcast. Hope you enjoyed. More to come. Watch Round 4 live tomorrow on Red Bull TV and Red Bull Cliff Diving's YouTube channel. 3 p.m. CEST, 1 p.m. GMT, 9 a.m. Atlantic time in North America. For now, along with Rosaline Filion and Frosty, I'm Trace Worthington. We'll see you again tomorrow for the final round here from Copenhagen.